Good morning, Americans. This is your favorite alien and Bubba here on Sunday, December 1st. Ooh, bah humbug month. Oh, so everybody's going to have to get their credit cards out and then look at next month when you get your bill and say, oh boy. Yeah, right, huh? Well, anyway, I wanted to do a commentary today on answers I've been getting yesterday. And yes, I've been getting answers like, huh? What do you mean? Caroline Kennedy and Tulsi Gabbard, huh? Well, it's really Tulsi Gabbard and Caroline Kennedy, people. Gotta look at the ticket the right way here. Yes, Gabbard and Kennedy. That's your twinning ticket for your 2020 Democrats. Ooh, well, should have said dum-dums. But anyway, that's your winning ticket there. Yeah. And this is why. In the last 60 years, you dum-dums have never had a good ticket. I mean, Kennedy Johnson, poor Mr. Johnson was thrown to the whoops there for what, 3 years? They made him go all these places, and he was drinking heavily, and he was almost ready to say, I'm quit, right? Until Mr. Kennedy got shot. So that was terrible. Then he had Mr. Hubert Humphrey, HHH, as vice president when he ran. Poor Mr. HHH. Never quite recovered from that one. Vietnam killed him. Then you had Richard Nixon with Spiro Agnew. And you know how that went. Then you had Mr. Gerald Ford with Nelson Rockefeller. Now, there's a nice name for vice president, huh? But Mr. Nelson didn't do much over there. Except look at the Senate and play cards, probably. Then you had Carter with Mondale. Ooh, there's a nice duel. Democrats, you did it again. Carter and Mondale. Oh, then 1980, you had Bush, I love George Bush, I love George Bush. And you know who was singing that? That was a song that they did in Detroit, by the way, on a station called WRIF at the time. It had Dick the Bruiser and Al Fallon and all those guys in there. But that's a song they used to do. Bush, I love George Bush. And that was done by the great communicator. Yeah, he was on there too. He was on there almost every day, along with the mayor. This is the mayor of the city of Detroit. Yeah, I remember those days. Anybody from Detroit remember those days in 1980s with the morning crew, WRIF? Anyway, you had that. Then you had Bush and Quayle. Well, Bush and Dukakis, that was bad enough. Remember those little things they used to put out for Bush and Dukakis? Ooh, that was nasty, wasn't it? But then you had Bush and Quayle. Ooh, that was even worse. Yeah, that was bad, huh? Well, then you had Clinton and his vice president, not Mondale, but Gore. So you had to get all the gory details. Well, you did have Hanky Panky, so I guess you got the gory details, huh? So you see, then you had Bush and Cheney, and he got chained by Cheney, didn't he? Woo! And Obama and Biden. Oh, boy, that was a bad one. And now you got Pence and Trump. Trump and Pence. So when are we going to get our recompense? I have no idea. But you see what I mean, Americans? Especially you dum-dums. So this is what I'm saying. Gabbard and Kennedy. It sounds good. They look good. They're not your typical politicians. And they both got head on their shoulders besides their cute faces. They're ladies, but they dish it out as bad as men do. You notice that Tulsi gave it to old Joy Behar. Yeah. Oh, that was good, Tulsi. I love that. Do it again, will ya? I keep on looking at that video and I keep on saying, oh. And that Behar never figured out that her innuendos are costing her big time. And that's all she does at that show is throw innuendos here, throw innuendos there, and then say, I didn't do a thing. Yeah. But see, Americans, Gabbard and Kennedy. There we go. There is a good... The Republicans can never say, Trump and Pence, what are we going to get a recompense? So, this is what I'm saying. Tulsi Gabbard can beat Trump and Pence. Gabbard and Kennedy can beat them. This is your favorite alien and Bubba saying, come on, you dum-dums and you independent voters who don't like either party because they're a pain in the ass. This is a candidate that you can get by, and this ticket would be a ticket that you can actually make fly. Anyway, this is your favorite alien and Bubba. Good day.